It's interesting.
So did you see what the former DEA agent says? The Chinese government is arming the Mexican cartels. Why would they be doing that? Just to keep us fucked from the cartels because China doesn't like us? Well, listen to what the former DEA agent says, and he's not even too fond about Trump, but he says Trump was right.
The cartels are running that border, and they're in bed with the Chinese Communist Party, with the Chinese. If you think that individuals are arming the cartels, since when can you go to a neighborhood armory and buy a lost rocket or sophisticated missile?
That's it. Some of the arm, you got to realize this the artillery that they got, dude. That artillery, you got to get it from somewhere. They're not making artillery. The cartel doesn't make artillery. They get it from someone. Some people said, "Hey, they're getting it from the U.S. These people are actually fighting with U.S. weapons." I could believe that probably in the early '80s, '90s, probably 2000s. Nah, I don't. I can't see it now because the biggest shift that's taken place is America pushing back on China. But you got to realize China, the socialist country, which has already infiltrated America through democratic socialist, through ideology that America's bad, that is evil, that because they had slavery, just like a lot of the Caribbean countries, UK countries, just like China itself. You know, China has enslaved its own people before. You know that. Bro, y'all funny. Y'all funny. Yes, they are armor. They are giving them the artillery they need. And I truly believe because of the ideology, because Mexico sits on our southern border, China's not for you. They want your money. That's why they sell you cheap shit so you can buy it, use it, and then go. And they can break on you. TikTok. Okay? Come on, man. Let's be for real. If it benefits them in destabilizing the U.S. government and putting pressure on their back in any way, shape, or form, yes, they will do it. They getting money and getting bread. Come on. Y'all still.
That's not true. They are being armed by, right now, the Chinese. That's how serious it is.
You speak about the border. You speak about the Chinese. Trump ran for president on both of those issues. Do you think this guy has a point building that wall? All that he has spoken of about China, it almost, by listening to you, it sounds like Trump, he knows what's really going on behind the scenes.
Trump knows what's going on. And like I said, he wasn't a favorite candidate of mine because he spoke so badly of Mexicans. But you know, he had the right idea when he wanted to go into Mexico.
When have we had a president?
He had the right idea. Okay, history lesson. 1980, what was it, 83? It was 88, I think it was. Trump sits down with Oprah, and Trump goes over all of this stuff that we're talking about right now, which people hate about Trump and what he say. All of it. Please go back. You know, I'm going to do a throwback. I'm going to go pull that video and find it. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to listen to it and talk about it. Because he was clear. I keep telling people the man has a degree in economics. That is the theory of finances moving through the country and what pushes it and what pulls it back, like supply and demand, microeconomics. He's not a dumb dude. He says some stuff that you feel is reckless, but he's not dumb. He's not done. He's been talking global politics before some of these guys protesting AOC was even here. Like AOC was even here. He was talking global politics. Talking global politics. And talking about specifically things like this. See, some of us need to keep y'all reminded because y'all think that this is a brand new shit. This shit ain't brand new. This thing has been around for a while, guys. I would dare to even say that this socialist push has been around since the 60s to 70s. Martin Luther King said he was the democratic socialist. He tied with the Socialist Party, the Communist Party. Listen, why do they work together? Socialism is the introduction to communism. It goes just like that. There is a pattern. It just doesn't just exist. This is not just something that they trying to polar. If anything, they trying to keep you blinded to the connections between them, because the word socialist has been a bad word so much. And they're like, we're going to make it a good word. Zohran Mamdani runs. The ignorant people, 35, some of y'all white living in New York, y'all don't know how the shit really is. Grew up 120,000. If you are living in New York and you can vote for Zohran Mamdani, please do not think that these people make under $100,000. Most of them make good money if they went out there and cast that vote. Yeah, you do have a lower class, but they didn't show up at the polls for Mamdani. The ones who were 35, 30, 28, coming out of school, got a job. Ooh, probably don't got a job and their parents taking care of them. Ooh. It is strategic.
I said that they were going to fight against the fucking cartels. The cartels that have been running Mexico forever. Mexico is a beautiful place, and a lot of people wouldn't even leave Mexico to come to the United States. Why? Because they love their culture. They love their food. They love their family. They love everything there. Why would they want to come to the United States and try to remake everything that they had there here? Okay, it's about time that a president stands up to these dictatorship fucking presidents and leaders around the world.
They would try to do it unwillingly, but because the money is better over here. Man, I'm telling you, these guys who play lookout for the cartels, like the young bulls running around here, dude, they $500 for a month for playing lookout for the cartel. And I sympathize with, dude, I feel. Don't trust me, I feel. But I don't feel that more than I feel for America. No, don't get it twisted. I know how to have sympathy and put those sympathies in the right compartment with the right degree of sympathy and what's first. Meaning I'm sympathetic about my kids, damn, but they don't take first place against my baby. I'm sympathetic for my mama, but let me tell you, she don't take first place against my wife. I'm sympathetic. Yes, I have a heart. And you should. It's nothing wrong with having a heart. But dude, there are things that need to be prioritized. And I think a lot of the people on the left, and I can say it for some of y'all on the right too, don't get it twisted. You know, I'm an equal opportunity smoker. In the right tech. Come on now. In the right tech. But I can say it. Because they grew up on the left coming out of that flower child 70s movement, free love, everything should be free, people should be free. That's where we got this social gospel from, this whole thing. It didn't just come out of nowhere. That's the infiltration into our country. That's it. You see it.
And motherfucking fuck the cartels and the cartels. They've caused enough destruction. And you know what? The terrorist groups learned a lot of their tricks of torture and all kinds of other things from the cartels. The cartels have been doing this forever. Running the fucking Mexico, and they're helping run the corrupt government.
We're not going to get this twisted. There's no evidence to show that the U.S. actually taught the cartels what they know. But we can see, and I've listened to these documentaries, I've seen it, there's a bunch of stuff, bro, out there, that a lot of the prior special ops, prior Marines, that either they got disenchanted with the Mexican government, and honestly, they were still on the cartel side, even with serving the Mexican government in those places, jumped and went over to the cartel side. They will willingly accept them. These are tools, skills that have been honed and pruned to put to work for them for their bag. Why would they say no? Why would they turn it down? And America can't see the difference. We wouldn't be able to see the difference.